What's good, everyone? Jambi, 434, back again. This is your Monday Night Raw review on the 19th of January. As you probably are knowing, I'm a bit behind on a lot of shows at the minute, but I'm back. I'm ready to go. If you have not seen my Royal Rumble review from 1992 on the Retro Rewatch, check it out. It's still the best Royal Rumble ever, in my opinion. You guys may think differently, but hey, you're entitled to your opinion. So, Monday Night Raw kicks off with Gunther and the crowd booing the piss out of him as usual. Gunther comes out all in black in his street clothes, replaying Gunther's controversial win last week over AJ Styles. AJ then comes out. Gunther, I forgot where it was. Gunther said AJ Styles made a mistake last week because they bought his match with his blinders on. Gunther said Styles forgot he was on the ring with the greatest professional wrestler in this company. I will not disagree. I think Gunther's the best wrestler going right now. Gunther bragged about his title wins. He put Goldberg to sleep and made John Cena tap out. Said that his future is very bright and leading back to the World Heavyweight Championship and declares himself into the Royal Rumble. Are we going to finally see a Gunther and Brock stared out? Or Gunther and Obafemi? Please. AJ Styles arrives. Styles made his debut 10 years ago in this month in the Royal Rumble. Styles told Gunther he knows that Gunther wants to move on, but Styles doesn't. Styles said he wanted a rematch of the Royal Rumble. Gunther said he's just going to win the Royal Rumble and not planning on pulling double duty, so his answer is no. Crowd goes crazy and boos. Gunther was about to leave. Styles said Gunther sounds a little bit scared. And Styles said they both know Gunther's hand was raised with Styles beat himself and showing him mercy. Gunther told Styles he tapped out like a little biatch. Styles told Gunther if he's scared, then he should say so, and then they can move on. Gunther said that last week he proved that he is a smarter and better wrestler than AJ. Gunther claimed that there's no incentive to wrestle Styles again, so his answer remains no. Gunther was about to leave the ring. Hangman answered and said it's something that he might do. AJ Styles said about 3 times just to name the stipulation. AJ said that Gunther said AJ Styles will put his career on the line unless he's a little bit scared. Gunther told Styles to come announce by the end of the night. Styles said nothing as Gunther left. I wanted to say that for WrestleMania, or I think we would have just preferred Gunther and AJ at WrestleMania. I want AJ to retire at WrestleMania, not in Saudi Arabia, for Christ's sake. Maxine Dupree, seen backstage with Natalya. We haven't seen Natty in a long time. Maxine wonders what Natalya was doing there tonight. Said she wanted to be in the corner to make sure Becky doesn't cheat. Dupree thanked Natalya. She would see her out there. I legit I'm so happy this feud's fucking over with. This is literally just an insult to Becky Lynch. Becky makes her entrance. She does get cheered a lot. Becky said it was the first time the Raw came to Ireland. It's nice to come home because it reminds her why she left. Becky said it's fine for you because she's rich and famous. Becky Lynch said her stepdad is from here. He moved to Dublin and married a Dublin woman. I was fucking pissing myself with this. Becky Lynch, she'll be a new hero like Rory McIlroy. She won't lose in the final hole because she's the greatest female wrestler of all time. Becky did her usual. Everybody says it, and ends up welcome to the big time. Maxine makes her way out. Becky takes control early. Dupree came back with a takedown, leading some punches. Dupree drop kicked Becky out of the ring. Dupree hits a cannonball on Lynch onto the floor. They were on the apron as Lynch hits a neck breaker against the turnbuckle. They went for a break. Becky hits a leg drop for a 2 count. Dupree got a backslide for another 2 count and then another pin for another 2 count. Lynch hit a boot to the face for a 2 count. Becky hits the back exploder for another 2 count. Dupree blocks a move by Becky, leading to punches. Becky hits another clothesline. She gets very frustrated. There was another 2 count. Maxine then gets some offense going, including a splash and some kicks. Dupree hits a suplex followed by a kip up and lowering the straps from a singlet. Only Kendall Gray can pull it off, by the way. Maxine hits a leg drop to the back of the neck. Dupree went for a kick. Becky avoids it. And Lynch hits a reverse DDT-like move for another 2 count. I'm sick of saying 2 counts, to be fair. Dupree countered a slam into a pin attempt. Lynch comes back with a crucifix. Becky hits a hip toss into an armbar to the left arm. Becky applies a disarm submission, but Dupree got out of it and applied an ankle lock. Becky got out of it, and Dupree hits a roundhouse kick for a 2 count. Maxine goes to the top, so Becky knocked her down. Becky hits a superplex from the middle turnbuckle, followed by a DDT for a 2. Ref checked on Maxine, so Becky took the top turnbuckle pad off. Dupree rolls up Becky for another 2. Dupree hits a German suplex. Maxine goes to the top and jumps off the top with a crossbody block for a 2. Becky rolled. Becky didn't have a counter. Maxine then hits the ankle lock on Becky again. Lynch tries to send Dupree into the exposed steel turnbuckle and hits Dupree. Then Dupree hit a spin kick. Dupree gets a cover, and Natalya puts Becky's foot on the bottom rope. Yeah, incredible. Ref didn't see it. Maxine was stunned by it. Becky recovered a manhandle slam for the 1, 2, 3. Please can this feud now just please be over. This was a better match than the match from about a fortnight ago. That match on the first show in January, I thought was an abysmal match. It was so terrible. After the match, Natalya goes all 420 on Maxine Dupree. She puts Maxine into a sharpshooter, consistently beats the piss out of her. This is where we hopefully going to get Natty Neidhart now, not Natalya, because it's still boring. I would still rather have Natty Neidhart. You've seen her in Triple A. She's fucking killing it. Backstage, Judgment Day. Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan, and Roxanne Perez in backstage area. Raquel said that Stephanie Vaquero isn't cleared, but when she's cleared, Raquel will take her title. I would not mind Raquel winning the title, to be fair. She fought like a beast in NXT before that 2.0 garbage came in. Finn Balor was there. Liv talked about how they're all going to have championships. Liv said when she thought Roxanne was in the Judgment Day that she's a liar and a schemer, but now Roxanne is a prodigy and her amigo. We'll see. Perez said she won't let Liv down as they're trying to become women's tag team champions. Balor said that we're on his island with the world heavyweight titles on the line and he is not leaving without it. We'll get to the main event in a few moments. Yeet Man, God, what was the point? Jey Uso comes out. He's put the whole tag team division on notice last week. There's no tag teams on Raw. Who are the Usos got to face? Tell me. And then Jey Uso declares himself into the Royal Rumble. Ended his usual yeet. No one cares. Next up, Adam Pearce is approached by the New Day and Grayson Waller in the back. New Day complain about flying all the way to Ireland on their favorite holiday day, and that's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Waller said it's his favorite too. New Day whined about having a title shot. Pearce said next week there's a fatal 4-way, and the winners get a shot at the World Tag Team titles. New Day complain. Next up, Rey Mysterio, Penta, and Dragon Lee against divisions Logan Paul, Bronson Reed, and Austin Theory. Adam Pearce was sitting at ringside to make sure that there was no Bucaria, no cheating going on. Lee and Theory start the match. Theory hits an elbow to knock down Lee. Fans were booing the piss out of Logan Paul. Now, there was some chants. This is why us UK fans are crazy. I think it was in the case of he's banned from Japan. He's banned from Japan. Logan Paul, he's banned from Japan. Even though apparently he's no longer not banned in Japan. So Logan gets tagged and tags in Penta. Penta kicked Logan in the leg and Penta hit a sling blade. Logan kicks Penta followed by a blockbuster, which looked lovely. Penta kicks Logan. Penta goes for the springboard attack and Logan hits an uppercut. Tag into Rey Mysterio and Bronson Reed in a bit of a mismatch. Ray off the ropes. Reed hits a belly-to-belly suplex. Theory tags in with a clothesline on Ray. And Logan hit an uppercut. Reed splashes Ray against the turnbuckle. Theory again tags in. Ray shoved Theory into the turnbuckle. Babyface Tribal hitting all different kicks on Theory. The reason they brought Austin Theory in is he's going to take the fucking pin. Pin Theory, that's his new name now for me. Three heels are outside. Penta and Lee hit somersault dives over the top. Ray hit a moonsault. Fans were getting really into this match. Reed then clotheslines Lee. Lee took quick tags, and they are beating the piss out of Dragon Lee for a few moments. I am so glad Dragon Lee's getting television time. I think Dragon Lee's criminally underrated. Vision then in control. Theory hits a fallaway slam on Lee. Lee avoids a splash attack by Bronson. Reed knocks Ray and Penta off the apron. Bronson Reed hits a power slam on Lee for a 2 because Ray and Penta broke up the pin. Reed misses a senton splash. Logan tags in. Lee tried to break 3, but Theory tagged in to prevent Lee from tagging out. Lee hits a Hurricane Rana on Theory to break free. Ray tags in finally, and it's hit by the head scissors, followed by punches and a trip into the ropes. Ray goes for the 619. Theory caught him, and Penta tagged himself in. Penta hits a clothesline and a jumping kick to the head. Penta hits the Penta driver for a 2 count as Bronson saves the match. The illegal guys all hit in the lid. The illegal guys all hit moves to clear the ring. Ray tries to slide Logan onto the floor. Logan caught him. Logan ended up catching him, sent Ray into the barricade. Penta and Lee kicked Logan on the floor. Penta and Dragon Lee kicked Reed out of the ring. Dragon Lee jumps over the top rope with a somersault dive onto Reed onto the floor. Theory stopped Penta with a forearm to the jaw. That looked nice, by the way. Theory suplexed Penta on the knee for a 2 count. Heyman and Pierce were on the apron with all of the arguing. Logan tosses Theory some brass knucks, and Rey Mysterio used the brass knucks. So he was teaching his Eddie Guerrero motivation. So good on you, Ray. Penta hits the Mexican Destroyer for the 3 count. Very good match. I did enjoy this match. But Theory is now going to be the fall guy. He's going to be taking the fucking pins every week. So all the Austin Theory marks out there, it's coming. Expect it. Jackie Redmond. Love a bit of Jackie in my life. Interviewed CM Punk, who asked how Punk ensures that he will still be champion in Balor's hometown. Punk said it's a bit of like an away day. And Punk said that the pressure will break on Finn tonight. Next up, we do get Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. Adam Pearce was firstly backstage, sucked up with Paul Heyman, who sucks up to Adam Pearce, calling him the best general manager ever. And then there is a phone call coming in for him. And it's interesting because it's no one that even Paul Heyman wants to speak to. So it could be anyone. Ooh, interesting. Was it Braun Breaker? Could have been anyone. I don't know. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky made their way to the ring. Big ovation. They'll defend the World Women's Tag Titles against Roxanne and Liv at Saturday Night's main event. This is the most pointless Saturday Night's main event. Why can just save everything for the Royal Rumble? I don't know. Rhea welcomed Belfast to Monday Night Rio. Rio said they'll defend the titles, as I just said. Io always says that they're on top. Ripley added that her and Io will be in the Women's Royal Rumble, to be interrupted by Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez, who also declare themselves into the Royal Rumble. Liv actually made an interesting point, saying that Rhea's selfishness can make her turn on Io. I can't see. I think they'll have one more match, and I think that's where Rhea will finally get the win. Rhea, it's like and Raquel Rodriguez then arrives into the ring, attacks both Rhea and Io. Raquel hits the Tijuana bomb on Rhea, on Io. Liv hit the Oblivion on Rhea, and Judgment Day stand tall. So you know what that means. You know what that means then. Next up, Bailey and Lara Valkyria backstage for straight man not getting tag team opportunities. What on earth are they doing with Bailey? Fuck me. Put Bailey on SmackDown. That women's vision needs help. Send Lyra with her. Lyra says she hates losing, and she hates feeling that her letting her friend down. Bailey said she can never let her down. Bailey said neither of them got pinned. Bailey said one of them could win the Royal Rumble. So it looks like Bailey and Lara Valkyria are both going to be in the Royal Rumble. So, yeah, don't mind it. Next up, El Grande Americano, joined by Rayo and Bravo. Don't entitle about it. So, Javon Evans against El Grande Americano. Evans and Grande exchange pin attempts, leading to a kick by Grande. Evans hits an impressive dropkick. Grande got a hold of Evans on the apron. Javon started being bouncy with a Hurricane Rana. Evans hits a dropkick. Grande hits a jumping kick to the head after a distraction. Grande knocks Evans out of the ring. Evans avoided Bravo and Rayo, trying to do cheap shots on him. Evans jumped off the top rope with a springboard clothesline on Grande. Went for a break. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what actually happened, but I think it was an injury that happened to Javon. Now, praying it's not a shoulder injury because he's only just arrived to the main roster. So, match was thrown out. El Grande Americano was won. Hopefully, everything will be okay, and I'm hoping that Javon Evans isn't seriously hurt. Finn Balor, interviewed by Jackie Redmond. Balor spoke that how Punk is a fighting champion, and Balor is going to walk out of Ireland, the World Heavyweight Champion. Next up, the Vision approached Adam Pearce, who told Paul Heyman he wants Braun Breaker to return to Raw next week. Thank God, show needs him. To be AJ Styles then approaches, saying he spoke to his wife, and he said she wants him to kick Gunther's ass. I hope that AJ Styles does not bloody retire. I want AJ Styles to at least stay to the end of the year. I think he'll may have a little run in TNA as well. Asuka and Kairi Sane were in the locker room with Asuka yelling at Kairi as usual, who apologized. Asuka said that Sane lost the titles as Kairi was pinned. Kairi pin Sane, I want to call her now. Instead of the insane elbow, it's pin Sane elbow. And I adore Kairi Sane, but she's been booked terribly since coming back. Asuka said it almost hurts us when Io turning on her. Sane said she knows how Asuka feels. Sane said she'll promise to make sure Asuka wins the Royal Rumble, so it looks like Asuka's also going to be in the Rumble. Asuka said, good girl. Asuka told Sane not to make the same mistake again, and Asuka left. Please turn Kairi Sane fucking babyface, and then you could have got more depth going in for the Women's Intercontinental title. Becky Lynch will need opponents. Main event, CM Punk against Finn Balor. Punk comes out, a bit of like a concert when they sing Core Personality, but then we get the retro Finn Balor theme. Keep it that way. Balor's NXT theme is 10 times better than his Death Rebel one. His Death Rebel one is okay, but Balor's NXT theme is fucking awesome. Main event, Punk versus Balor. Punk took control of Balor with a wrist lock, and there was some boos. So the fans were definitely behind Balor. Balor grabbed a side headlock. Punk broke free. Punk hits jumping sidekick. Punk hits a running knee smash. Punk goes for a sunset flip. Balor broke through and hit a low drop kick to the face. Balor grabbed a headlock. Punk hit a backbreaker to get out of that. Balor was sent out of the ring, and Punk hits a suicide dive to knock Balor over the commentary table. Balor beat a 10 count. It did look quite nasty how Balor landed. Punk hits a backbreaker and sent Balor hard into the turnbuckle. Punk grabbed the chin lock. Balor broke free. Punk came through with a neck breaker for a 2 count. Punk worked over Balor with several forearms to the chest. Balor countered Punk with a roll-up. Punk hit a back elbow followed by a chin lock to slow down the pace. Match started very slow, but when it got into its groove, this match was fucking brilliant. Punk was in control with a running knee against Turnbuckle alongside the Bulldog for a 2 count. Punk grounded Balor again until Balor fought back with the exchange punches. Punk hit Balor with some jabs. There were some forearms. Balor hits a Pele kick. Fans strongly chanting the fuck for Balor. Punk probably didn't look two-faced. Balor chopped Punk a few times alongside some punches and kicks to the body. Balor jumped all over Punk by the turnbuckles. Balor got a takedown and a stomp to the chest. Balor hits a reverse DDT for a 2 count. Punk tried GTS on Balor, but Balor comes back with a few kicks to knock Punk down. Balor went to the top, so Punk was back up with a knee to the head. Punk gave Balor a superplex off the top rope. Crowd get chanting, "This is awesome." Balor was able to get a 2 count. After following that, Punk was back up with a clothesline. Both men were down. Balor then hits a backbreaker variation, followed by a clothesline out of the ring. Balor ran the ropes and hit a somersault dive over the top to hit Punk on the floor. Balor hits a running drop kick into the turnbuckle. Balor goes to the top and Punk avoids the coup de grace. Punk picked up Balor, go for the GTS for a 2 count as Balor got his left shoulder up. Punk hits the Anaconda device. Balor breaks free. Balor got his foot onto the ropes, forced to break. When Punk said it's time for Balor to go to sleep, crowd were booing. Punk lifted Balor before out of some elbow hits to the head. Balor hits another sling blade and a drop kick to the turnbuckle. Balor hits another drop kick into the turnbuckle. Finn hits the coup de grace for a long 2 count. Punk gets his shoulder up. Crowd were frustrated. Punk hits the GTS and goes from here. And Punk hits 1, 2, 3. Excellent main event. What's mad this week is, everyone, is that we've had some excellent wrestling all around. Now, when my Dynamite review is up, you are going to witness 2 excellent matches that was on Dynamite this week. So, sickos who are thinking that I am all WWE, fuck you. Yeah, so I would give Raw a 6. Main event saved the show. I did not really like the Women's Intercontinental title match. I thought the Women's Intercontinental title match was not the greatest. I did enjoy the 6-man tag. I thought that match was excellent. Main event was brilliant. Anyway, so this is your Monday Night Raw review. I have recently uploaded a new video. That is the retro rewatch of the 1992 Royal Rumble. So if you have not checked it out yet, go and drop it. Hit a like, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all later. NXT is coming up next, so see you later.